Hey, Z. How you doing, man? Good. First, you need to defend both your mustache and the mullet, I'm told.
What's there to defend?
Say that again?
I don't know. I mean, during quarantine, I got kind of bored, so I let the mustache go, and then I also let my hair go. And probably about a month ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, my hair was really long, so I was going to get a cut, and I just said, "Screw it, I'm gonna get a mullet," and here we are.
Is there any inspiration for this? Are you going for a certain look, or this is an original?
Yeah, this is an original. I had no inspiration behind it. It kind of just all happened during quarantine, and yeah, I really don't know what to tell you. It's just what I got going on right now.
The indefensible, I suppose. Everyone was upset when the season hit pause. You're part of that for sure. Just on a specifically personal level, to have the season you were having with the goal scoring, who knows where that could have gone? How disappointing was that to have that part of it taken away from you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously with 12 games left, I kind of had a hot stick this year. I'm not too sure how many more goals I would have scored. Maybe a couple. But I was pretty happy to score 20. Like I said, I come into the year with goals in mind. I thought 20 was a number I could reach at some point, whether it was 17, 18, 22. I thought after my 16-goal season, I thought that was kind of where I should be, in terms of goal scoring. And to hit 20 against Vancouver at home, then we played 3 more games, then the season end. It's kind of unfortunate, but I was happy with 20. I guess I don't know what could have happened in the last 12 games, but 20 was a good number.
When you think ahead to what it's going to be like to play in a quiet environment, or quiet in terms of not having any fans there, how much communication do you think is going to be audible to people watching at home, and how concerned are you about the communication and things that might be said that might be picked up?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really say much on the ice. I don't really ever talk unless it's to Jonesy, so I'm not too worried about it for myself. I'm sure there's other guys that like to chirp and say some stuff to other guys that might be a little bit more worried than me, but it's part of the game, and I don't think guys are going to really be thinking about that when they're on the ice. Guys are just trying to win. It's playoff hockey, so since I've been in the league, everyone's kept it clean, kept it fair, and I don't think anything too harsh is ever said. Just some F-bombs or whatever. But so yeah, I don't think guys are too worried or think about that too much.
Cool. Thanks, man.
What'd you learn about your game with Seth out that can help now that you're back together with him?
Yeah, I think even today, just playing our first, scrimmage together, just the chemistry we have. I've played with him for 4 years. With him out of the lineup, it's hard to adjust to a new partner. All our defensemen are great, and it's easy to play with everyone. But when you play with a guy for 280 out of your 300 games, it's you start to gain that chemistry, and I think me and him had good chemistry this year. And obviously, when he went out of the lineup, he's a big part of our team. He's a big part of our engine. It's definitely different, and I think it was a learning process for me. I don't think I played the best hockey I could have played. I think I could have stepped up more, played better. But those are all things that you have to kind of go through to experience. And when he went down, that was a new experience for me. So I think I took a lot out of that. How I have to play, how I can be better. Take more onus, personally to help this team win, and and stuff like that. But we're super happy to have him back. I'm really happy to have him back and be playing with him. Like I said, today was a lot of fun. Even though it's a practice scrimmage, just getting back with him and the chemistry we have, it felt good out there.
How does he make you better?
Both kind of offensive-minded. He's such a good skater, and I think he knows what I want to do when he has the puck. I think he knows when I'm jumping into holes, he can find me. I know how he plays and what he wants to do, when he has the puck, when he doesn't. I always know if I'm up in the play, he's going to be there covering for me. It's just that trust thing. I think we trust each other a lot, and we work off each other, and I think it's been a good pairing for the last 3.5, 4 seasons, and hopefully we can continue to grow together.
Thanks.
Zach? Not to harp on the mullet, but what was the reaction of your mom and dad and your family?
But they don't really care. I mean, it's whatever. They were kind of laughing about it. My dad just said, "It's your hair. You can do whatever." My dad doesn't have hair, so he can't really say anything. But he was just kind of like, "Whatever you want to do. I mean, you got to walk around with it on your head every day." So he didn't really say much.
You have spent a better part of almost 2 seasons really trying to shore up the defensive side and make that part of your game that much better. This season, knowing that you had done that and you accomplished that, how good did it feel to know that you could still be like an elite offensive force, from the blue line as well?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's still a lot of room for me to grow defensively. It's not going to happen overnight, and it's not going to happen one season to the next. I think it's just making progress every year, and I think I took a step forward this year. There's a lot more I think I can get to a higher defensive ceiling I can get to. I think I'm working at it. I'm trying to be better, but I'm happy it didn't take away from my offense, and I'm happy I could contribute on almost a nightly basis and put the puck in the net and help this team. I think you guys have seen it since I've got here. It's been a work in progress for me to be a 200-foot player, and like I said, it doesn't happen easily. It's a lot of hard work, but I'm definitely working to continue to grow defensively and hopefully be really good on both sides of the puck.
We're going through this week having different candidates for awards announced and everything. Obviously, we talk a lot about Seth Jones, your partner, being a potential Norris candidate. Do you feel like you're close to being in that conversation as well, potentially?
I don't know. I mean, I look at a guy like Yossi and what he does with the puck, his zone entries, how much he has on his stick, how good he is defensively, and obviously that's a guy I want to play with. How he skates, how he moves, how he scores, how good he is defensively, and I think that's a guy I like to watch because I think you can learn stuff from him. I think if I keep working hard, you never know where you can get, and like I said, it's not going to happen one season to the next, but it's a long career, hopefully, and hopefully in the next few years I can get better defensively, keep my offensive game going, mainly help this team win. I think when your team's winning, your team's hot. I think that's when the individual success usually starts to happen. So you never know. I mean, like I said, it's a work in progress, but that's obviously what you work towards is being one of the best teams in the NHL.
Hey, Zach, how's it going? Good. I won't ask about the mustache, but I will ask about hockey. This is your 4th year here now, 4th year that you're going to be basically getting ready to play playoff hockey. Is that for you and a lot of the young guys here, like Luke and some of the guys that have been here a couple of years now? Is that pretty much the standard and the expectation? Is that you guys are going to be in contention and playing postseason hockey at the end of the season? Is this organization's kind of grown?
Yeah, I think with the core group we have in here, we feel like we should be a playoff team every single year. Although we got out of the first round last year, it's a totally different team we have this year. We lost a lot of guys, and we're still in the position we are right now. And at the end of the year, with 12 games left, we were fighting for a playoff spot. And with all the injuries we had, and guys come up, and guys make their debuts and whatnot, I think our core group was there through it all. And I think this is where we should be, and this is where we feel we should be, as a playoff team every single season. And that's the right attitude to have. But at the end of the day, we've only got out of the first round once, and technically we're in the play-in rounds this summer. So we have some more work to do against Toronto in our eyes, to make the playoffs. So we're hungry and we're ready to go, and I think it's been showing in training camp.
21 years old, about to be 22. Happy early birthday, by the way. But even at this point, 23. Excuse me. Sorry, got it. I'm trying to give you a year here. But even at that young age, I mean, you're basically kind of a grizzled playoff veteran at this point. How much have you learned just about playing kind of this time of year? I know it's July and not the usual April, but just how much have you learned about what these games are going to be like and kind of the intensity and how to play in these games as you've gone through it?
Yeah, I mean, I think last year I felt more comfortable in the playoffs than I did the 2 years prior, just having experience. But it's I don't think anyone really knows what to expect this year without fans. I think fans are a big part of playoffs and momentum, and you got 2 games in their building, 2 games at home, and I think that plays a big factor in the playoffs. And who gets hot, who steals a win in someone else's building. Where here it's there's no fans, there's no real home ice. I guess we're playing Toronto, but it doesn't really matter. So I think no one really knows what to expect, but I think having experience in different situations, I think can definitely help our team. We have young guys that don't really expect too much. They just want to go out there and play, and it's their first real crack at it. So I think that's good too. I think guys are just going to go out there and play hockey and not think too much about it.
Hey, Zach. I know it's something that you guys flirted with a little bit in the season, and I know it's the first day of special teams practice, but what are your thoughts of you and Jonesy on the same power play unit? I know you guys aren't stereotypical defensemen, but do you like that? What do you think the advantage is with both of you together?
Yeah, I like it a lot. Like I said, I think our chemistry together it's really good, and I think even on the power play today, I could kind of feel that. I knew what he was going to do with it. We've talked about it before, how we want a real chance at it together to kind of show what we can do. And obviously, he shoots the puck really hard, so if we can kind of work Bjerke's side, use Gus in the middle, and then get over to Jonesy for a big shot, it's definitely going to be hard to stop for other teams. And then obviously Bjerke, the goal scorer he is, it's I think it could be a really good unit. But no, me and Seth playing together on the power play, we're excited about it. We were kind of surprised when we saw it. We weren't too sure because we've never really done it together for the last 4 years. But we always like playing with each other and get on the ice together.
You guys did it during the regular season. You were on the half wall and Jonesy was on the point, yeah? Do you like this switch, or do you think that might change over time?
I don't think it really matters to us. Paul McLean-Macker, he told us today, can switch, we can move, we can read off each other. If I end up on the half wall, I'm on the half wall. And, it doesn't really matter, which I think is why I like kind of having me and him there, because we just work so well together in terms of reading off each other and jumping into plays and getting into certain areas. And I think those are the most, the unpredictable power plays are the hardest ones to stop. You don't know what's going to happen. So if we can start moving around, zipping the puck around, finding each other and just working off each other, I think it's, like I said, it could work really well, and we're excited to see what happens.
Hey, Zach, last one for you here. When you look back at this season, around Christmas, you guys actually had Nathan Kirby join the roster. It was all those injuries and everything. He stuck with you guys. What did he give you guys, on and off the ice, and did you enjoy, having him around?
Yeah, I think you guys can see what he brings on the ice. Just a lot of energy. He gets our bench going. Just the way he plays the game, how hard he plays the game. I think he can bring guys into the fight. A lot of guys can learn from him, especially young guys, myself included. Just seeing how hard he plays the game. He doesn't, his size doesn't matter when he's out there. He just goes and plays his game, and I think that's awesome. And then off the ice, he's awesome to be around. He's a fun guy. Super nice. I think everyone kind of attracts to him, and just likes talking to him at breakfast or at lunch or pregame meals. And he's been in this league a long time, and he's played a lot of games and been on different teams, so he has experiences and knowledge. And it was awesome having him here.
He's not afraid to go after really big guys. Obviously, you kind of mentioned that. Was there any moments, on the ice where he even surprised you a little bit?
I think it was Philly maybe when he lit someone up, and then he fought the Sanheim maybe or someone. That was awesome. That was at home. Got the fans going, and I think that just kind of shows the type of player he is. He'll do anything to win, and like I said, it was awesome having him here and getting to know him. I didn't really know him too much prior, so getting to spend some time with him and obviously be on the same team as him was awesome.
All right, thanks, Zach.